The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
And most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, just keeps firing. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown now!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll try the run. The Wolverines have a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's loose. Inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-goal situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Michigan 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's the handoff. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Handoff to the lone back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The give to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but
And they get the sack just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Singletary. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Singletary. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he could not get loose on the run. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, and they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
That's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines will hustle for the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Going to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Tackle is made after the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Brown. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line deep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 2nd and 10 from their own 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
17.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun. Give on the inside. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ayers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, he'll fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's looking for a man on second down. Complete downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Michigan 31, Florida Atlantic 24.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Wolverines will keep this drive going. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got his man quickly. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defensively, you know you're going up against one of the best receivers in the game. Full vertical is something you've seen on film a lot. And defensively, you're going to have to mix and match your coverages to try to slow this dude down.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner is stopped. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Finds us back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Looking to throw it again. Gets rid of it. It's on target and complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. The tap. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They're going to ride this running back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
That makes the score Michigan 52, Florida Atlantic 23.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first.